Do I carry a Glock? Yes. Do I like a Glock? No. This is my love-hate relationship with Glocks. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to Quentin's and the Gun Guy. This is Unpopular Opinion. In this series, it's my opinion, which is probably going to be unpopular with certain things in the everyday carry community. This is all about getting a reaction, getting you guys to engage, and getting the dialogue open for us to talk more to each other. And today is a bit of an interesting one. This is my love-hate relationship with Glock. So yes, I carry a Glock every day. It's part of my EDC, firearm is clear and safe. But first, let's talk about my history. Okay, so I grew up shooting a CZ75B, full metal pistol, arguably one of the best pistols ever made. I grew up shooting that and shooting a 38 Special Rossi. After that, coming of age, being able to get a license, I inherited a 38 Special Rossi from my grandfather. The CZ75B and the 38 Special was my stepdad's. Grew up shooting that on the farm down in KZN. Moving on, getting back to my inherited 38 Special. So when my grandfather died, I inherited a 38 Special Rossi, and then my dad up here in Joburg, he gave me his old 357 Magnum revolver. That was a 6-inch beast of a revolver that I carried as well. So that's what my history was before I went over to Glocks. Full metal handguns, beast of firearms. Okay, that's a bit of my shooting experience or background shooting. Yeah. So when I grew up, I absolutely loved Glocks. I romanticized a Glock so much. So much so that my stepdad was like, what the hell is wrong with this kid? He grew up shooting a CZ75B and now he wants a Glock. Well, I freaking loved Glocks. I loved seeing them in movies. I loved the pictures. I even got an app on my tablet that I could customize and take a Glock apart. I was a Glock fanatic. Loved the look of it, loved the feel of it. It was freaking cool. Fast forward a couple of years. Now this is after I got the 38 Special, the 357. I got a couple of, I think it was about 2 or 3 hunting rifles. So now I'm ready to buy that Glock. And you know what happened? I handled it and I was like, yo, this thing is crap. I could see through between the slide and the frame. It felt not great in the hand and I was really disappointed. The balance was off. I was like, sure, okay, this is the thing that I wanted so much. And now when I have to spend my hard-earned cash, it's not so cool anymore. So I took a good couple of years carrying my revolvers before I eventually decided to buy a Glock. Now this is an awesome video for all the Glock haters out there. Now how could a guy that carries a Glock not like Glocks? And you know how many interesting looks I've gotten a couple of times where my family will knock me about Glock and I would actually agree with all their points that they bring up. It's ugly. The trigger is absolutely horrendous. This is probably like the worst trigger that you can get. Well, there are worse as well. But anyway, striker fire triggers are arguably the worst that you get in the firearms industry. It's absolutely horrendous. Ergonomics in this is super crap. Balance is off. It recoils like a mother because it's so light. What else is there? The sights are absolutely crappy. The sights are actually replaced on this Glock as well. So I've got a couple of issues with Glocks inherently. Now, you do get people that say, well, how can you say Glock perfection when they keep on changing it? Well, how many of the other firearms that you actually know do the manufacturers actually change on their design? Really think about that. What model do you know that came out that they're actually tweaking? Almost none of them. The Glocks actually are. They listen to the industry, they listen to the guys, they give them feedback. Not sure always who they listen to, but they do listen to people giving them feedback and they do tweak on their design. They can't just still carry on with a Gen 1 Glock, because it's not major differences, but it's the differences that I think made a bit of a difference to the pistol. And also what the haters will say about Glocks is, well, if you buy a pistol and you change literally everything about that pistol, why would you buy a pistol like that? Just buy a better pistol from the beginning. Well, the thing is that literally all the aftermarket parts that you get for Glocks, you get for all the other pistols as well. The difference is that most people don't stock those parts or even manufacture those parts. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to do parts for an industry that, let's say, 8 out of 10 people carry Glocks? Yes, it's different in different countries, and it's different in South Africa as well. CZ does have a big market share. But if you do a part and you have to do the design, do manufacturing, do testing, are you going to get the most money out of doing a specialized little bit small piece of the market, or are you going to get a whole big chunk of the market, military use, police use, and civilian use? I would much rather go for bigger market share for the same type of investment. So that's why you can customize so much about the Glock. I do speak of experience, because my brother has the Beretta 92 FS. You know what a pain it was for him to, number one, find sights, aftermarket sights for his, and then number two, to actually fit the sights, because the front sight actually does not remove on the 92 FS. They had to put pins in to try and hold it there, drill holes through his original sight, which was actually quite shit. Yeah, so that's why you can customize your Glock. So yeah, all the haters will say that. Now, why do I actually carry a Glock if I don't like Glocks? If I'm completely honest, and if any Glock owner is completely honest, if you go to them and ask them, what is your favorite pistol or your favorite handgun, you are going to get super varied answers. Very few of them will actually be honest about this. But if they sit at home in their bed and think about, I really like the 1911. That's a freaking beast of the pistol. That's just what it is. I really like SIG. I love SIG. Yeah, it's really nice pistols. The feel of it, the ergonomics of it. I'm probably going to buy a SIG later as well, the 320. And I'm probably going to buy a CZ P10C. And I'm probably going to buy another Glock. I really like the 19X and I like the Glock 17. I'm not done buying yet, but this is my opinion. That is most probably going to be unpopular or popular with all the Glock haters out there. But yeah, this is my love-hate relationship with Glock. It's a tool. It's a thing that you use. It's a hammer. It's something that you're not going to be scared of using and scared of abusing. And this pistol, you know how many times I've dropped it? Not that sounds horrible. Okay, so what happened is I got a failure to feed and I couldn't eject the cartridge. So it's happened twice as far as I can remember. And both of those times, how you clear it is you have to hold the slide, but usually you hold it like this and you hit it with the web of your hand. You hit the frame and you try and clear the malfunction out. You have to do it forcefully. So a lot of times what happens is sweating on the range, you hit it out and the pistol goes flying. So that's happened to me twice. I didn't even flinch about it. So if I carried a H&K that's about 35,000 Rand, I would have felt a whole lot different than my 11,500 Rand Glock. It's just a different type of investment. Also, take this G-Shock for example. It's not the prettiest, but it works. And it's always going to work. Would I much rather wear a tag? Yeah, I'd much rather wear a tag. Or even a Hublot, if I could afford it. I'd much rather do that. But this is functional. This is always going to work. Am I going to be scared of bashing it against the wall? No, because I know it can take a beating, just like Glock. And I know that it's not going to be too serious if I break it. It's not too serious. So, I want you guys to weigh in. Comment down in the comment section, and I want you to be completely honest. Tell me what you carry, number one, and then tell me your favorite pistol out there. Let's get the conversation going, and I'm really keen to see what is going to come up with this video. Good to see you guys. As always, like, share, subscribe. Maybe not share this video so much, but yeah, share it to your mates and see if those CZ guys get a little bit of a warm and fuzzy feeling about this video. Cheers, guys.